everyone. Welcome to the Meet Me on Main Street podcast, where we talk about all things Disney. Follow us on Spotify or like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content. We release new episodes every Friday. Thanks for listening. Hey everybody.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Tomorrowland, which is my favorite land in all of Walt Disney World. So
I'm not gonna lie, it's usually everyone's first stop when you walk into the park, just because I feel like it's on the right side.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who go left because a lot of people want Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain. I personally want Space Mountain.
I was gonna say, those people are wrong. You have to hit Space Mountain first.
Let's talk about the go left, though. We haven't talked about that. So, I don't know where I heard it from, but somebody said if you're in Disney World, go left.
Yes.
If you are on a ride that has a fork in the line, go left. If you're starting somewhere, go left. I only use that personally when I'm on a ride. I always go in like the left lane, but everywhere else I start right. We start in Tomorrowland. Don't kill us. We start in Canada when we go around the World Showcase. But it's funny, and I guess the thought behind it is when you go left, that line is quicker because people naturally want to go right because it's like in America, you know, we drive on the right side, we walk on the right side, so it's just kind of like instinct.
Yeah.
But if you go left, not so many people take that path.
I don't know. I usually like to go where the crowd is like the smallest, because like at Epcot, for example, there's nothing more stressful than being in like the tiny area of Mexico with 200 people and they're all like, let's get margaritas. It's like, calm down, Nancy, it's 10 in the morning.
Yeah, I like my margaritas later. I like to start in Canada.
I could go for a beer in the morning, but
yeah, well, Canada's got good beer. Anyways, we're not talking about Canada. I want to talk about Epcot yet. Back to Tomorrowland.
Sure. Magic Kingdom.
Yes. So we always go to Tomorrowland first, unless we have something else planned, like the mine train. But and it's funny that we do that because Tomorrowland is hands down the hottest part of the park.
Yep.
First thing in the morning.
Because it's all, there's no like foliage, there's no trees to sort of block it. It's all like asphalt and reflective.
All of the wind is blocked by the buildings on both sides, but
see, I was gonna say, like, for me, I personally like to hit Tomorrowland last, only because especially if you're going later in the day, nighttime Tomorrowland is one of the coolest.
Spectacular.
It's one of the coolest sights because, like, during the day, it's sort of grayscale. You know, it's got that futuristic vibe.
Yeah.
But at night, everything lights up, and it's got a whole different aesthetic to it.
Yeah, I love like Space Mountain at night and like the Astro Orbiter. It's just the whole place lit up is so pretty. So I do what I like to do is I like to start in Tomorrowland and then come back to it right before we leave. We don't have to ride anything, but just walking back through, I like doing that.
Yeah.
But
see, yeah, for me, because there's not really a land in Magic Kingdom that I have to see at night, but Tomorrowland's one of those. Because like Adventureland, you know, like they have torches and stuff, but you can't see anything. And then like Frontierland, same thing. It's just like lanterns, but Fantasyland's cool
pretty,
at night.
Depending, you can kind of get lost. I think Fantasyland right behind the castle around the carousel, that's beautiful. I love that.
It is. Yep.
Because the castle's all lit up and everything.
And the Tangled area, like the bathrooms, because it's Tangled theme, because all the lanterns light up, and then you have a really cool photo pass opportunity for that if you go at night, where they'll let you hold the lanterns, which is cool. But this is about Tomorrowland. I'm getting ahead of myself.
That's next week. But yeah, Space Mountain. Space Mountain is my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom.
I would say, yeah. Like, I would say, I would say hands down, like, Space Mountain is the coolest ride.
Yeah.
In Magic Kingdom, like, all the rides in Magic Kingdom are, like, classics, like, OG, Walt Disney designed, most of them at least.
Yeah.
Like, rides, like, so they're the classics, but Space Mountain is really fun and just, like, exhilarating.
I love Space Mountain. I remember as a kid when we were planning to go to Disney World, I had these like video cassette tapes that were like the Disney like planning videos. I used to watch those on repeat like every day, like getting myself hyped up for going to the parks. And I remember seeing a video of Space Mountain, and it's when you first get on the ride and you're in that like tube, and it like the lights are going on either side of you, and it looks like you're about to like phew. I saw that and I was like, nope, never riding that. And I didn't ride it until I was 19, and I loved it.
See, I remember like going, I don't have a lot of early Magic Kingdom memories for some reason, but I remember going with my parents, and we were in Tomorrowland. We went on, it's a ride that's no longer there, but it's a Stitch's Great Escape. So I remember going on that with my parents.
I heard that was horrible.
It was creepy, especially
horrifying.
Right. As a kid, it was creepy because like the lights shut off, and then you hear like you just feel like the water like even spinning in your face and stuff.
Oh,
and then,
so it's like Bug's Life 2.0.
Yeah, except it goes pitch black, and then like it sounds like he's like in your face.
Oh, gross.
But then we walked out of that, and it was nighttime. Everything was lit up. I didn't go on Space Mountain because like looking up at it, especially at night, was like ominous, but it was really cool. And I want to say that was when we were getting ready to go on it for the first time. Was like at night.
Yeah,
it's a cool experience. I like it a lot. They need to pressure wash it during the day. It's like it's a little dirty.
What, the white part of the building?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of dirty.
I haven't. Oh, I'm sure it is.
You should look at it next time we're on the monorail. It kind of looks like my grandma's porch. Like it's a little, it's just like lightly dusted in dirt. It's pretty bad.
Shame on you guys. You're not cleaning Space Mountain enough.
I know.
Well, I mean, with all the Florida rainfall and yeah,
it's crusted on there.
It's big too. It's probably really hard to get up there and pressure wash it.
That was a joke, but I mean, it's dirty.
Yeah,
it's kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite rides though. I love the queue line. Mm-hmm. Especially when it's super short and I get to just like zoom through it. But yeah, it's so immersive. Like you feel like you're in a space station, and I love.
Yep.
It's just so much fun. I like to go on it and like close my eyes sometimes. Like I know it's kind of counterintuitive because it's in the dark, but I can still see stuff. Like I can still see the beams everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So when I ride that ride, I like hunch over because I get freaked out because like obviously the beams are not going to cut my head off.
Yeah.
But they look like they're so close.
Yeah.
And I get freaked out. I'm like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's a little freaky.
It is. It's really unique though. Like
I feel like the best time to ride it is in the middle of the day on a bright sunny day, and then you go in the dark and you can't see anything. We did that with Haunted Mansion one time, and I couldn't see anything.
Yes.
Like it was scarier than usual.
Yeah, I really like it when it's like that. It just, what sucks is that you have to get on it quickly. Like, because there are some times where you just walk on a ride or like Lightning Lane or whatever, and for rides like that you need to get on it quick because the queues are dark.
Yeah.
You know, and you adjust. But yeah, when you get on it, like that one time we went on Haunted Mansion, like you said, it was almost pitch black the whole time, and it was creepy. I loved it. Like especially the big graveyard area.
Yeah, it was because like usually, you know, like when you're on that ride and you see like the shadow of the guy like playing the piano, I couldn't even see him.
Yeah, you just hear it.
You just heard it. It was so creepy.
It was dope. I love it.
But yeah, I think right now the little shop that they have when you get off Space Mountain is closed right now. I think they're refurbishing it for
Tron.
I don't know if for Tron, but it's maybe they're just doing it because it's not going to connect to Tron. I mean, Tron's all the way back behind it.
That's true, but I don't know. Maybe that's where the exit will be. Maybe they'll both exit there.
Could be, yeah. I don't know. But I liked it. They used to have a bunch of like really cool like magic bands and phone cases, and there was even a little spot that you could like customize a phone case and like make it right there.
Yeah.
Was that it? Or
no, that was it.
Oh, okay.
It was also weird because they had a lot of Star Wars stuff in there, which was cool. Like that was the area to get Star Wars stuff in Magic Kingdom, because that was like the only place they sold it.
They're in Star Traders.
Are they? All the Star Wars stuff?
No, I'm saying there and Star Traders.
Yeah, Star Traders has some stuff.
Is like one of my favorite gift shops in Magic Kingdom besides the Emporium. It's right in between the Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies store where they have like ice cream, and then there's the bathrooms, and then there's Star Traders. And Star Traders has a lot of cool stuff that I don't find in other places of the park. Yeah. Except like maybe World of Disney and Disney Springs. But they have a lot of like really unique like shirts, and they have a lot of lounge flies in there. Yeah. I love going in there and looking at stuff.
It's really cool. See, like, yeah, I do miss the Tomorrowland shop because that was one of my favorite places to like look around.
The Space Mountain one?
Yeah, the Space Mountain one. Yeah. They do have we've never really like we never see anything happening there, but they do have like that stage where sometimes they put on like shows, and then like they have people dance.
I've seen the Incredibles up there a couple times.
They come out from there and then they like walk around.
Yeah, it's usually pretty empty when we go. I think I've seen like Buzz and Woody up there, or maybe just Buzz. Yeah. I know Buzz used to do meet and greets over by the Space Ranger spin ride. I don't know if he still does. They might have stopped because of the pandemic, but hopefully they come back soon. Yeah. But let's talk about that ride.
With the Buzz Lightyear ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that ride.
It's a classic, right?
It's a good ride.
As a kid, it's awesome, but it's basically like after Toy Story Mania, it's super lame.
So if they redid that ride, same concept, but if they just made the lasers a little bit more like accurate or brighter even, so I actually knew where I was shooting, I'd love it so much more. Because I go in that game and I'm like, I have no idea where my laser is, and I'm just like firing blindly.
But instead of it just like flashing a laser, if it was just a little more like involved, it would be cool, or like a little more fast paced or exciting. But just shooting at like the targets with like a stationary laser. Yeah. Like at the time it was really cool, but like now I feel like it's just a little dated, but it's still fun.
Yeah. It's a fun ride. I would never wait more than 20 minutes to ride it.
Oh, no.
Personally. No. I feel like if you've never ridden it before, it might be worth it.
It's great for kids though.
Oh yeah.
Like as an adult, maybe not, but like I know Melody is gonna love that ride.
Yeah, you know what I mean. She's a little bit older. Yeah.
But we're over here like it's not engaging enough.
It's not Toy Story Mania, so I don't like it.
It's also accurate. It's accurate.
But yeah, so there's that, and then there's the People Mover, which is my favorite ride.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a ride, but it's not a ride. It's sort of like the train of Magic Kingdom. It's just
relaxing.
Yeah, it's like transportation. And for a lot of like for people that just don't know, it's just a nice way to unwind and like get off your feet.
Yeah, it takes you through Space Mountain, it takes you through Carousel of Progress, it takes you all the way around Tomorrowland. You get like full 360 views of the Astro Orbiter, you get views of the castle. That's the best place to get views of the Tron coaster.
We got some good shots
before it opens. Yeah. Yep.
The Carousel of Progress is like probably one of my favorites, and like I know it's not a hidden gem for like most people like most Disney people know about it, but like I didn't know about it, or I didn't really care for the longest time because it's just sort of on the end.
I feel like not a lot of people know what it is or care about what it is, but it's really cool because I remember when we were going, not the first time that we went together, but when we were planning our like year anniversary, I saw a girl on Pinterest who had made Carousel of Progress Mickey ears, and I was like,
how do you even do that?
She made it look like gears.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cool. And I was like, what is Carousel of Progress? And so I went on the Disney app and I looked and I was like, oh, cool. Okay, let's write that on the list for when we go. Yeah. And then we went, and it's super nice. It's like, what, 20 minutes long?
Yeah, if that. It's like
that. And but it's a revolving theater. Yep. And it I think that's the thing, it never stops turning. And I think I could be totally wrong, I thought somebody said it's like one of the most viewed shows
it is
in America.
Well, also, I mean, Walt debuted it at the World's Fair. Yeah. Like that was one of his first sort of like creations.
Yeah, which was what, 50, 60 years ago?
Yeah,
70 maybe even longer. Yeah.
Yeah, and it took the world by storm, and then he just implemented it into the park.
Yeah. It's really cool. I like watching it. So basically, the premise of it, for anybody who's never been on it, is you're in a revolving theater and you're traveling through, I think it's four or five different decades, and each time the theater moves around, you're greeted with a new decade, new technology, new improvements, innovations.
Same family though, which I think is funny.
Same family, yeah. It is funny, but
I always love like rides or shows or movies or whatever from like the 50s, 60s, where they imagine what the 2000s are gonna be like
because like the one in like, it's, I don't know if it's like the future, but he's got like it almost looks like an Oculus on his face, and he's like playing video games, and I'm like,
or they have like the smart house that does a lot of things for them, and like it's streamlined in a weird way, and I just think it's so funny because that's what they think the future is going to be like. We're here in 2022, and it's like,
well, like I wonder if that was a part of the original that was at the World's Fair that Walt Disney presented, or if it was tweaked, I think it was a little bit.
No, I think it was exactly how it came. But I just think that's kind of cool, seeing what their vision for the future is, and then seeing how it like differs or how similar it is.
Everything is chrome.
Everything is
that's what it
future.
That's what it reminds me of when I see it. Everything's kind of like streamlined and shiny in the future.
Yeah, and then I always love their fashion. Like everyone always bases the future sort of like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
You know, it's super funny.
But yeah, and then there's the Astro Orbiter, which I heard somebody say that it doesn't go any faster than Dumbo or the Magic Carpet Ride or the one in Dinoland. They have to be lying, because I don't get sick on any of those. I got sick on Astro Orbiter.
Astro Orbiters does not play. I've gotten off like the worst roller coasters in the parks and felt better than I have off Astro Orbiters, and it's like, which is so stupid.
Well, because like, so with all the other rides, they, you know, they're kid rides. I went on the Astro Orbiter with my sister, and I was being pushed to the side of the ride because of how quickly, like how fast it was moving around.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have beautiful views.
It does.
Of the park and the castle and everything, but it's weird. You have to go up at like a service elevator almost to get up there.
I do think that's kind of cool.
It is.
And then you get in and you're like, oh man, this could be awesome. And then you're like,
yeah.
By the end.
Which is funny because I remember getting prepared for Cosmic Rewind, and people were like, oh, so many people are getting motion sickness on it. And I was like, I got sick on Astro Orbiters?
Yeah.
So I have no chance.
Yeah, I'm out here.
I didn't get sick on that ride at all. It was great.
Exactly. I felt the same way. Like, I was on Astro Orbiters and I got so sick, and I'm like, how am I going to scuba dive and be on the boat? Like, and then I'm out here just spinning in a circle, just.
That's why I think Disney's perfect for us, because we both have motion sickness, but we don't really get sick on the majority of Disney rides. But like, if I go to Universal, most of those rides will mess me up. Like, I went when I was in college with my roommate and a bunch of our friends, and we went on Rip Ride Rocket. Is that what it's called?
Yep. That's a great ride.
Sick. It is a good ride, but I was sick for the rest of the day. And then we kept going on rides that a lot of the rides at Universal are, what's that called? Well, they need like the 3D glasses and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of the rides are simulations. Yeah. A lot of them are simulator rides. And after going on Ride Rocket and feeling super sick and then going on a bunch of simulation rides, I was not having.
Yeah, because most of the rides are simulation. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I feel like Disney is like, so say Disney and Universal are like siblings, right?
Yeah.
Disney is like the goody two shoes, or like it's like the goody two shoes sort of like successful like dad, right? And then Universal's the fun uncle who's just like, I don't care. Yeah. You want to go crazy? Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't think I'll ride Astro Orbiters again.
No, I'm good.
Unless Melody's like, I gotta go on it. But that'll be a couple years.
Yeah, and then you and I will rock, paper, scissors over who has to go on it. And then you'll be like, oh, mommy actually has to go do something. Yeah.
So let's talk about the worst ride in Magic Kingdom. It is the only ride at Magic Kingdom that I've never been on.
Oh, you mean the lawnmower simulator?
The lawnmower Tomorrowland Speedway. I'll never go on that.
Yeah, Tomorrowland Speedway would be really cool if the cars weren't on tracks and like you couldn't smash into anybody.
And if it wasn't like 1,000 blazing degrees.
Right. But also the emissions that come off of that thing, like you can smell diesel for like a pretty good distance away. It's really bad. And like I've watched them and I'm like, wow, those don't go fast at all. Like I was expecting like a go-kart. Yeah. Imagine if there was actual go-karting. That would be really cool. So
they actually had a go-kart kind of thing at Disneyland opening day. And I remember watching this on the Imagineering story. People were crashing into each other. People were hopping the fence to like take go-karts from other people and then keep riding. This was opening day at Disneyland, and they were like, opening day was like a disaster.
Wow.
So much stuff was going wrong, and I remember that being one of them. I don't know if it's still there at Disneyland or if it's like our Speedway or if ours is completely different. I don't know.
It's sad.
But, yeah.
It's pretty sad. Like, just turn it into... Basically, listen, imagine if Tomorrowland Speedway was just test track. Like... Not that
like
you
super fast.
Yeah, like not that you control the cars, but imagine just putting test track in place of Tomorrowland Speedway. It'd be way better. Yeah. You know, fast cars. Zoom, you know.
I mean, they might update it at some point.
Right now, the lawnmowers are staying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it is good for like little
good for the kids.
Good for the kids.
It's good for the kids.
But yeah, and then the best ride in Tomorrowland that hasn't even opened yet. The Tron Light Cycle Run.
I like that you're already like, it's the best ride.
I know it's going to be the best.
You think it's going to be better than Space Mountain?
I mean, Space Mountain will always hold a special place in my heart, but yes, I think it'll be cooler than Space Mountain.
Yeah, Tron's really cool. It's been in development for what, like 4 or 5 years now?
I think so,
Maybe
a while.
No, less than that, because we've been together for 5 years, so. And it wasn't in development.
3 or 4 years, then, probably.
But it's almost done. I mean, they're doing the test runs on it, and we got some good shots. I mean, I feel like at this point they're putting like the finishing touches on it.
They announced at D23 it's going to be spring, this upcoming spring.
Yeah, it's going to be super.
So just in a couple months we'll be able to go on it. I'm excited.
Oh, I really want to sit down and watch Tron with you. Like, I know that you're not the biggest sci-fi person.
Yeah.
But I think you'll think it's cool, especially like while the ride, like going on the ride or like watching it and then going on the ride.
Yeah.
It'll make it different for you because Tron's a really cool experience.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Put it on the list.
I will.
Put it on the list.
Exactly. What I'm doing is I'm calling you out to the public, so you have to watch it. That's pretty much, I'm basically just gaslighting you on this podcast. It's good.
No, that's called blackmailing me.
Also, no, you're right. You're right. Not much better, but more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much left in Tomorrowland as far as like rides, but there's the Laugh Floor, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which
that's your favorite.
I love that. I crack up every time we go in there.
It's pretty cute.
For anybody who's never been to the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, it is a comedy show, and they have actors and actresses who are actually
like monitoring the audience.
They're actually monitoring the audience and talking with the audience. So
that guy.
Yeah, every single show that you go to is different. I've been to ones that are like kind of boring, not really because of the comedians, but because of the crowd. But I've been to some where the crowd is like all in it and everybody's having a great time and it's hilarious. And I love it. It's inside, it's cool, it's air conditioned, you get to sit.
It's a nice way to like pass some time and get cool because it's like right inside to the right by Buzz Lightyear, and it's where Stitch was before, right?
No, Stitch is across
You're right.
across the walkway. Yeah, I think they had a Stitch meet and greet in there.
They did
a couple years ago. I don't think they do anymore. But it was weird. He wasn't there all the time. It was like certain times of the day. Because I never got to go in there. Like I'd always be like, let's go see Stitch, and Stitch isn't there anymore. So
yeah.
But
and then my favorite thing about honestly, listen, the best thing about Tomorrowland, hands down, is Joffrey's.
Oh, the Joffrey.
Because I am a coffee addict.
It's the only Joffrey's in Magic Kingdom. But I mean,
is
unless
it?
Yeah, well,
I feel like there's one more.
No, I don't think so.
Fantasyland?
No.
I know they sell some Joffrey. I want to say they sell some Joffreys at Cheshire Cafe, but I could be wrong.
Maybe. I know they have one at the TTC.
Yeah.
But I don't believe, I think that's the only one that they have in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. One thing I love about Joffrey's is Joffrey's is sort of like the local coffee shop, but the pastries.
It's not even local, I don't think.
Well, it's like a chain.
They have like a partnership with them.
Right. But I mean, we don't have anywhere we're at, so
yeah.
Like I consider it local, but I know it's not.
Yeah.
The pastries are awesome, like donuts the size of your face.
Oh,
and
yeah, the Joffrey's donuts. After a long day at the parks, we'll stop at the Joffrey's at the TTC and grab like the big like pink donut.
Or the cookies and cream one's my favorite. Oh my god,
so good.
And then you got what I always love about Joffrey's, and anyone who goes to the parks, you definitely got to check it out. Where any Joffrey's location, check for seasonal or like limited edition like drinks, because for example, like Epcot, there's like I think 3 Joffrey's locations, and every single one has a special drink that you can only get at that one,
especially during the festivals.
Yeah,
like like anytime there's a change in festival, like we'll check the Joffrey's menus, because like I know that there's one right by the it's between
Test Track.
No, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the one that is between Canada. No, I'm blanking. England. It's in between England and France.
Yeah, it's right by that place where the characters come out, like that big hall.
Yes, I don't remember what that's called. I know it's open during like certain festivals. Like they'll have like booths in there and stuff. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I think we went for like they had it open during Christmas time, and they had like a whole musical show going on.
That was cool. But anyway, what about that Joffrey's?
What Joffrey's?
Oh my god. That was the whole reason you brought that up. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the whole reason you brought that up.
They have one there.
Yes.
And they have one. They have one by Test Track.
I remember. Well, so you definitely got a quick segue away from that one. One of the drinks I remember I got, it was like a mocha with like whipped cream and like I think it had like Fruity Pebbles on it. It was cool. It was awesome.
A mocha with Fruity Pebbles?
No, not Fruity Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah.
So basically the thing you had at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, but the Galaxy's Edge one was better.
Why?
Just I don't know, like the weird like cream cheese milk thing with like the Cocoa Puffs.
I was gonna say because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, because it's Star Wars. Star Wars makes it better for sure. Absolutely. What
I didn't realize it had the cream cheese. That's so gross. Ew.
It's not. You tried it and you were like, it's good. You liked it. You liked it. You also like. Don't let her fool you. She actually likes cream cheese. She's just like.
I can eat cream cheese on a bagel.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to have. That's how you're supposed to have
cheese.
it. No, it's not drinking cream cheese. You make it sound.
That's
gross.
what you said. You said it was mixed in with your coffee. If it's a liquid, that means you're drinking it.
But it was like a cream cheese milk mixed top. It was so good, and you know it was good.
Well, I won't be getting it, so you can enjoy it.
You're gonna. She's gonna take a sip of mine every single time I get it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
For sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, if you remind me that it has cream cheese in it, I'll be like,
I won't. I'll be like, oh, you want to try my coffee? You'll be like, oh yeah, it's got Cocoa Puffs.
That doesn't count.
That's how I get you to try and like most food.
Yeah.
is I trick you into...
tricks me.
I trick you, and then you try it, and you're like, this is delicious.
He's like, this doesn't have mayonnaise on it. Makes me eat it. It has full of mayonnaise.
And now she loves aioli.
Okay. This is not a cooking show. This is a Disney show. But back to food.
Yep.
Cosmic Rays.
It's okay.
Pretty
It's like the central hub for like go-to meals for, especially for families. I feel like it's an easy option.
It's a good place that has a lot of seating and pretty basic food like burgers, sandwiches, chicken. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
We've gone there and I've gotten a burger. It's pretty good. They have like a animatronic DJ in there. It's pretty cute. I think it's mobile order too, but it's definitely good. Like, if you don't have a place in the parks that you... Like, if you're wanting to sit down somewhere and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg, it's definitely a good place.
I agree.
Sit down.
Yeah. I mean, what's weird is that sometimes it's just hard to find seating. Like, it's packed and there's so much seating in that place. It's huge. It's like a giant cafeteria. So, it's a nice place to cool off, though.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's not a lot of places in Magic Kingdom that have a lot of, like, indoor seating. I think
Harbor House is a go-to though.
Harbor House is awesome for that. Yeah, Harbor House. I like, it's not really indoors, but Tortuga Tavern has a decent amount of seating. It's shaded.
For what it's worth, it's nice because it's like you said, it's shaded. It's under the awning.
Yeah, and then there's like the Pinocchio Village House, but
still never been in there.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
Yeah, we have. It was one of our first trips. The food was kind of meh. It was like Italian food. I got a chicken parm and it was cold and kind of chewy, but
that's depressing.
That was years ago.
As an Italian,
so
that is offensive to my culture.
I'm surprised that it was Italian food.
Yeah, for Village House, which would be German.
Yeah. If they had German food,
I was gonna say now we're like the gatekeepers for German food.
Oh yeah, we went to Helen, Georgia. For our anniversary, and we got like authentic German food, and it was delicious.
Yeah, because what's interesting about Helen is that it was like settled by German immigrants, and the whole town is like themed like an old German town. There's authentic German food, music. I mean, like the atmosphere, even the buildings, like even the McDonald's and the Wendy's are themed like old German medieval town. It's so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a good time.
Yeah,
but
try German food is the moral of the story.
Yeah,
schnitzel.
Schnitzel's so good. But yeah, and then there's we talked about anti-gravities for a second. Anti-gravity is usually like ice cream.
Yeah.
I remember they used to have the up cone. It was like a blue,
the cotton candy one.
It was cotton candy, and it had like a modeling chocolate, like a little house with the balloons. Yeah. It was super cute.
See, I'm not normally one for like ice cream during the day at Disney because it's so like hot.
Yeah.
But I went basic a couple of falls ago, and they had like a pumpkin spice milkshake.
Oh, I remember you getting that. Wasn't it gross?
No, it was so good. I have thought about that. I remember I got so sad because Anti-Gravities was closed last fall, the last time we went, and I was so disappointed because it was like, you don't have it.
Well, they're bringing back pumpkin spice for the season, so you might be in luck next time we go.
I unapologetically love like apple spice, apple cider, pumpkin spice, cinnamon, anything. It's so good.
I do too, in moderation.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the sugar part is not good for you, but like I love the...
Yeah, like I'm just picturing it right now, like a cool, not really because it doesn't really get cold in Florida in the fall, but you know, a cool,
during third summer,
a cool Florida fall day at Magic Kingdom with a pumpkin spice, not pumpkin spice latte,
some Uggs,
shut up,
pumpkin cream cold brew
at Magic Kingdom would be perfect. You got all the Halloween decorations up.
Sweater weather.
See,
for me, it's leather jacket weather. Any temperature that I can comfortably wear my leather jacket is peak season.
Yeah, so basically that's going to be like mid-December for us here in
that's
Florida.
That's going to be a solid 2 weeks, but accumulated over like some cold front days.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm hoping it gets cold soon.
Well, last winter was pretty good.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the last restaurant, it's quick service launching pad. That's like right under Astro Orbiters.
Lunching pad.
Is it lunching pad?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're 100%.
1,000%. I'll bet cash
we're about
money.
okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Boom. The lunching pad.
Well,
It's a play on words.
don't listen to me. They got pretty good stuff there. It's mobile order.
They got like hot dogs, right?
It's quick service
Coke?
stuff. Yeah, I think they have hot dogs.
Oh, they got
wings.
chili cheese dog. Hey, yo.
Oh, this is like they have a cream cheese pretzel.
What are we doing?
I remember you got that one time.
No way.
Yeah, because I got a Mickey pretzel.
Oh, I'm getting that next time we go.
I got a Mickey pretzel with my cheese flavored product. I'm addicted to the cheese flavor.
Mickey pretzel. All right. I will be castrated for this. I don't care. Mickey pretzel, overrated. Because the only reason it's overrated is because, yeah, it's the coolest shape ever. But there are definitely better options. Like, for example, okay, like you just said, the cream cheese pretzel.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
In Fantasyland, there's the pepper jack pretzel.
That one's really good.
Gas,
It's
all right?
half the size, though.
It's a similar size. I mean, the ears take it off. However, but it's also just a better pretzel. But then the big one is at Hollywood Studios. You go to what's the little place we go to? Tap House.
The Tap House, yeah.
Yeah, you go to the Tap House in Hollywood Studios, and you get this freshly baked, beautiful pretzel with beer cheese and mustard, and it's so good.
Yes. Sometimes I just like to eat fake stuff, okay?
No, I don't. Listen, I don't.
Good.
It is good, but cheese flavored product brings concern to my mind.
I don't have it very often.
No, I know. It's just like, what, sir? Why is your cheese not refrigerated? Well, it isn't cheese, my good man. What is it? Couldn't tell you. But it pairs well with a pretzel.
We forgot a restaurant in Tomorrowland.
In Tomorrowland, let me see if I can guess it. I know there's like a Coke stand.
No, it's a big restaurant.
Oh, right. The tomorrow, like the event restaurant. Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yeah, that one's, so that's like when you first come out of Main Street and on the right. That's Tomorrowland Terrace. It's like there's a walkway from the restaurant to the rest of Tomorrowland, and that's where the iconic like purple wall is. That's also where the Fab 50 statue of Stitch.
Nice.
That's where that is.
It's also where the purple wall is located.
That's what I just said.
Did it? Really?
Yeah.
I must have missed that. I feel so stupid right now. Yeah. We're going to edit that out.
But yeah, what's cool about Tomorrowland Terrace, I don't think it's been actually open for a long time, but
yeah, when we did the dessert party, it was cool.
Yeah, they do the dessert parties there, and they actually, because I was actually just looking on the app, they have a bunch of different kinds. They have the one that we used to do, which was the Happily Ever After one, which they don't do anymore because they don't have Happily Ever After.
Well, that's lame.
But they have one for the Not So Spooky Spectacular.
Sweet.
So the fireworks show that they do at the Halloween show, and it's a dessert party. Most of them are dessert parties, and they have a couple different tiers. So like this one is just the dessert party, but then they have the dessert party with Plaza Garden viewing.
Nice.
Which is like prime viewing. I know we talked about it. I don't know if it was our last episode or the Main Street episode. But we actually did that. We did the Happily Ever After one, and we got the garden viewing, and it was great. There's no trees in the way. There's no...
It was stunning.
Light poles. There's no people. Like, you're not smashed in with a bunch of different people.
Yeah, you get your own section.
Yeah. But it looks like they are doing that with Enchantment right now. But as we said in our last episode, Enchantment's going to be going away.
Yep.
Next year. So...
It is a cool experience. It's a little pricey, but it is fun. Like I do like the idea.
It'd be really nice to do if you're having like a birthday or an anniversary, something like that.
Nice celebration. Because, yeah, perfect viewing of the fireworks. You just can't beat that. And then, like, free, like, buffet-style desserts.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really nice.
Give me a sleeve of Oreos. I'm going to go.
They had some really cute desserts. Like, they had, like the little tiny cupcakes and, like...
Fruit tarts.
Like,
almost like eclairs, like little long cakes.
Little cookies.
It was good.
It was really nice. We did not feel good afterward. It was a lot of sugar.
It was good.
It was a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so something I wanted to say earlier and I didn't get the chance to. We actually brought Melody on the People Mover.
Yes.
She was not a fan.
She was not thrilled.
I think it's something I didn't realize. She did not like the parts where it's like completely dark. Like when you go into like, you know, so half the ride is outside, like we were talking about earlier. So if you're out in the bright sun and then you go into the building where you're in Space Mountain, you're supposed to be able to see like the stars and everything and kind of the ride going on. It's just pitch black. You just hear everything, but it's just pitch black. Yeah,
and so for Melody, it was pitch black, it went dark, and then loud, crazy noises were happening. And she was not thrilled.
She couldn't see us. I mean, she was sitting with us, but yeah, she didn't really care. And I was actually a little worried because of that, because that was our first ride we did with her. And then we brought her on Pirates. And I really thought she was going to be freaked out. We got off of Pirates and she was passed out in my arms.
Yeah, well, because at first she did get scared by, like, the cannon firing, and, like, Barbossa, like, get me, Captain John! And she was like, oh my god! But then she just passed out.
Yeah, but she wasn't, like, screaming or crying or anything.
She was crying. She was starting to cry. But then she was like, okay, snap time.
Yeah. I think she did pretty good.
She did really well. She's an amazing child, and also she's like a tough little one too.
Yeah.
You know, like I've noticed she's just a champ, and she just, like, as long as she's fed and gets a nap every once in a while, she's good. I mean, she'll roll with whatever punch.
Yeah. I can't wait to bring her on these rides. Like, I know it's going to be years before she can ride like Space Mountain and Tron. But to ride those with her for the first time,
right? To get to see that, and like,
so excited.
I remember as a kid too, like that must have been super satisfying for like my parents, because every ride I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever!" And like,
that's where you and I are different, because I was like, "I'm not going on that. I'm not going on that." I don't think I went on any ride at Magic Kingdom as a kid that I remember. I think I went on It's a Small World.
Huh? I just feel like Melody. I feel like Melody is gonna be like in my boat on that, because she's such like a high energy, like screaming all the time child, like not in a bad way screaming, but just like expressive.
Yeah,
I feel like she's just like a go, like she's gonna be like roller coaster, yeah, like,
yeah. And I don't know why as a kid I was a scared kid. I was scared of everything. I was scared of like the Disney characters. I was scared of rides. I was scared of everything.
I mean, I was scared of Disney characters at first.
Yeah.
Like the guys in the suits.
The costumed ones, yeah.
For some reason, like Goofy always freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah. New cartoon Goofy freaks me out. He looks like he looks like a homeless person.
Yeah.
No offense to homeless people, but
Yeah.
Kind of look creepy.
I don't like the new design for him.
The new show is hilarious only because
Happa.
Oh, what happened? Because it's like a meme show.
Yeah,
like they're not afraid to just make fun of itself. Like there's one episode where Goofy accidentally goes back in time.
Yeah.
And then Mickey and Donald and like the scientist guy have to go get him. And then when they find him,
guy?
I don't remember his name.
Scrooge?
No, he's the scientist duck.
Yeah, why am I blanking on his name?
Yeah.
I thought he and Scrooge were the same person.
Nope. But then when they finally find him, he's in like the prehistoric era, and he is become like the god to all the like cavemen goofies, and they all look like Goofy, and he literally says like, I am your god. And I'm like, what is this show? When did this...
I remember we were watching it when we stayed at Pop Century that one time with our friends, and we went down to get breakfast, and they were playing it in the cafeteria, and we're like, what is this?
Well, it's funny. I think it's funny too, because like when they go to different countries, they speak in that accent or in their language. Like there's an episode where they're in France and they only speak in French.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But then they're in the Australian. It's like, oh, Minnie, how's it going? Like, check out me boomerang. And she's like, that's nice, hun. And I'm like, what is going on?
That's funny. But yeah, so that pretty much wraps up Tomorrowland.
Yeah, it's quick. I feel like it's a quick and easy land.
Yeah.
To go through, especially if lines aren't very long. But I say hit it at night. It's super cool, or at least you got to see the lights and the aesthetic of it, because you really get to appreciate it at night.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So before we go, I did want to tell you guys about something cool. I meant to include it in the last episode. So at D23, they actually announced some really cool discounts for Disney Plus subscribers.
Oh yeah.
So for the Disney Cruise Line specifically, if like let's say you're a family of 4, an adult and 2 kids, if you're a Disney Plus subscriber and you book a trip on a Disney cruise, it's a select sailings. I think it's next spring. Your 3rd and 4th guest are free.
Yeah.
Their room's free. You still have to pay like taxes and gratuities and port fees and stuff. But the room itself, you don't have to pay for them to stay in the room. So I think that's a really good deal.
It's a great
because
deal.
It's taking almost like half off the room price.
It's like it's probably like a third of the total price.
Yeah.
Like after everything.
Yeah.
That's really great.
For 2 extra people, that's really nice. And I believe it works if you only have 3 people too. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a better deal though if you have 4, so just bring a friend.
Yeah, definitely something to consider for sure.
Yeah. And then for also for Disney Plus subscribers, as well, I think the only dates they have available are for December of this year. But if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you can get up to 20% off on select Disney resorts. It's usually kind of tiered. I want to let you guys know that. So 20% usually applies to the big resorts like Grand Floridian, the Contemporary, those big ones. And then it kind of gets lower based on your tier. So it's usually like 15% for like the moderate resorts. So Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans, and then for the value resorts, I think it's 10%.
Yeah.
For like Pop Century, Art of Animation, any of the what are those other resorts? The All-Star resorts.
Yeah.
So.
But it's still a good deal for like if you are going to go like and you wanted to save money anyway, like just for being a Disney Plus subscriber. I mean, I feel like most households have Disney Plus, so
yeah, exactly.
Everyone's eligible.
It's a good deal. And then also, if you're a Florida resident, anybody who's listening that's from Florida, right now they have a cool deal going on with the tickets. You can get a 4-day base ticket for $200, around $200.
Wow.
I think. Well, that's what we used to do with Jessica. They usually offer this like once a year, and the price of a 1-day ticket is usually like anywhere from like $100 to like $130.
Yeah.
So for a 4-day ticket, it's like if you get a 3-day ticket, it's like, I think it's like $80 a day. But then if you get a 4-day ticket, it's like $60 a day. So it just keeps going down.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly $200, but I mean, it's a lot better than paying $400 or $500 for a 4-day ticket.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you're a Florida resident and you're wanting to go to the parks anytime soon, you could potentially be getting not only this 20% discount on the resorts if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, plus I think you can also get a a Florida resident discount on the resorts. I don't know if you can use it with the Disney Plus discount. I'd have to look at that. But that on top of getting the discounted tickets, it's a good time to go. Especially in the fall. You got the Food and Wine Festival going on.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the Halloween party at Magic Kingdom. all kinds of fun stuff in the fall. Less crowds. Last time we went,
better weather too.
Yeah, it's not so hot, so it's a good time to go. So as you guys know, I'm a travel agent, so if you're interested, just let me know. My email is worldtravelsmagicallymorgan@gmail.com.
And the service is free. You're not paying.
Yeah, exactly. You guys don't pay anything if I help you book something. Yeah, I pretty much take care of all the stress. I'll have all my socials linked below the video, so you guys can check out our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We also post these to YouTube. So yeah, just let us know if you need the help. And next week we'll be doing Fantasyland.
That's gonna be fun. I feel like that's like the classic, like when you think about Magic Kingdom, that's it. So that'll be really fun. And for those of you guys hitting the parks, grab your Joffreys, and I will see you next time.
Bye. Thanks for listening today. Follow, like, and subscribe for new content. Comment below for episode suggestions and ideas, or you can email us at worldtravelsmagicallymorgan@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Everything is linked in the description. Can't wait to see you next week.